morning! Little Bambi and Shandy update. This isn't bribery. Hello, Shandy. Bye, Shandy. Hello, Shandy. She is absolutely full of it. Look at here tagging her. Wish me luck. Am's doing alright. Not enjoying me at the minute. I keep giving her a little grope, just checking she's not got mastitis. So she's not the biggest fan. Shandy just runs about. What are you doing, Shandy? People messaged me about saying I should have put a couple of calves on her. Yes, you are right. When a cow's got that much milk, you can usually foster another 1 or maybe 2 calves onto her, and she'll rear 3 calves. I didn't want to do that because she had problems last time she calved and was just a bit mopey for a couple of days, and I thought she probably didn't need it. And also, if she didn't foster the calves, then we have to, like, me and Zoe are going, I've got a few things planned. We're actually trying to get away from the farm a little bit this summer. In the next few weeks, and I can't exactly ask people to come, and if they don't work, then you've got to rear the calves, so you have to feed them twice a day. So I've got to get someone to come to the farm for me twice a day, rear them. It's just another thing. I just felt it was not really fair for people to have to do that, because we don't really have a lot of people to cover our farm. So I just thought, just easy, it's just easier. Once in my life I went with the easy option. Anyway, talking about easy options, today all them sheep that have been out in that hayfield, we're catching them and we are taking them off the farm to a land far, far away. And now I'm going to show you how my grazing rotation's going, because that sounds fun. It's going to be a hoot. And you're riding shotgun. So this field we're not allowed to graze. We've been fighting this battle for like 2 weeks now. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. To wrangle said sheep, you will need a dog. Don't matter what dog. Any dog will do. Truck, good sense of humour, and you'll be alright. Don't know if you just saw that, but one of them just jumped through a water tank into the other field. Cool. Right, field 1, caught. We've also got a bunch in this little field next to them. We're going to take them as well. We've got a few in lambers in with these as well. Basically the white ewes there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 there left to lamb. That's it, we've only got 5 to lamb. Pretty good. Then we've got a mule there who's leading 300 ewes astray, so she's had to come out. I don't quite know what to do with her because she's only a teg. She's a very valuable sheep who's been a right nuisance. We had to single her out, but we've only got one of her lambs. The other one's in with the mob of ewes still, which is even more annoying. Anyway, she's the one leading them all astray. She's, well, not single-handedly, but she's one of the culprits that just jumps for a fence and they all follow. So we've managed to separate her. It's a Cheviot. That Cheviot only lambed the other day, so she's just out there because of that. Look at that little lamb on her. Legend. There's a few there. There's a few there to come out, but we're getting rid of the worst ones, which is what matters. I'm just going to pen these up, pull them out, and then we'll see what we're left with. The humble rubber ring. The most common way that we castrate anything in the UK. It doesn't matter how many millions of these you buy, you will still find yourself scrambling around at the end of lambing trying to find the very last one. Happens literally every year. You can literally buy boxes of thousands and you're like, oh, we got loads, we're never going to use all them. And then last week of lambing, can you find one? Can you? No. Last of the Cheviot ewes to lamb. Here's a good one. Get you in the old sheep cross. Off you pop, big lad. Gonna leave this old ewe behind as well. She's got a lamb's only 2 or 3 days old. She's quite plain. It's quite harsh where they go in, so she's just gonna stay here. Slightly better grass here. But her lamb is not keeping those on her. You love a scope. There you go. Ta-da. Oh, I can't wait to see you lot not on this place. Not out in that hayfield. Lambs up top. Use down bottom. Oh, let's go. We arrived at our destination. What'd you do? Proper scumbags. Beds, mattresses. It's alright though, because the authority are aware. So, the authority are aware of it, but haven't cleaned it up. Where do you even find that many mattresses? I mean, what? Where do you even find that many? It's ridiculous. So there you go. What a country to live in. Alright kids, come on kids, off they go, never to be seen again. Hopefully that's the last I hear of them getting out all the time, hopefully. Little 30-second rant about what's wrong with farming in the UK right now. This little field here, there's actually 40 acres of it. It's been like studied by loads of botanists and crazy science people about how amazing it is for rare plant species and birds and butterflies and bees and all sorts of things like that, and it's owned by a pretty big trust. There's a lot of work needs doing here. All these big dark shrub Brits shouldn't be here. They want to be cut down. That's why we use the sheep to hammer them, try and hold them back. But they're my sheep. I don't pay for this land, but I'm not getting paid to farm it either. My animals suffer by being here because it's a pretty hard life for them. We've got 15 ewes to 40 acres all summer. Really makes no odds to me. There's a lot of money floating around for people getting paid to like manage sites like this, but the money doesn't come to people like me that are actually on the ground doing it. It is very frustrating. We don't worm any of our animals here because we're looking after the dung beetles and things like that and putting a lot of work in, and we're actually getting nothing back in return apart from free grazing for 15 ewes and their lambs and a cow. Funding to manage a site like this, like we're doing, that'd make a hell of a difference to our bottom line at the end of the year. And there's people like me out here that love doing it, but we're literally just doing it for free. And I tell you what, it gets to a point you just think, why should I bother? There needs to be a big shift around how the money filters down to people like me that are actually doing all the work. Otherwise we'll just lose interest. There's nothing in it for us other than what we want to do, but they don't pay the bills at the end of the month, does it? So there you go. Let's get back to some farming. We are back at the farm, sun's out, guns out, lighters. Just collected up some water tanks because we are rotating our sheep around the farm 48 hours per field. So they won't be on this one for 4 days yet. Look, a little bit of regrowth. Lovely stuff. If anyone's wondering how rotating the sheep around the farm is going, I'll tell you. It's going all right. Really enjoying it myself. All the sheep are in one field, like in like 6 acres. So they're dead easy to check, don't tend to miss very much. Whereas out here, imagine the sheep were just everywhere. It just takes hours to try and check everything in a day. And you do miss stuff. So having all the sheep in one field is very good. The ground behind it looks really well. I'm really happy with how much grass they're leaving behind and how well it's responding in just a couple of days. Teething issues. Teething issues. So the sheep are very jumpy. They're ready to move all the time. I think part of it is because they have literally run out of stuff to eat. We're just gonna move them now about 4 hours earlier than I would have done. This is what I mean, you come up to a gate and look, they're ready to go. And it's just a bit annoying. I'm just gonna do that now. So the biggest problem we're having is they're finding holes in fences, or they're making holes in fences to get out like this. And then you block it up, legendary work. And then the sheep's like, no, there used to be a hole there. So then they make a hole here, like this. And they do it in this field and just everywhere, really. And it's annoying, very annoying. So we're having to do quite a lot of repairs. And when one goes, 200 go. I think we sort of singled out a couple of those ewes and we've got them out. So I'm hoping that's gonna calm down as well a bit. We got old fences, I mean, but it's unnecessary. Second most annoying thing, the lambs. Big bunches of lambs. What they're doing is they run through with the ewes and then they can't find their mums, so they run back, and then you've got big mobs of 40 or 50 lambs to push out. So they're mainly the two things really. This is after 44 hours of grazing. Now this will be locked up for the best part of 3 weeks. And we'll just keep going like that. I'm thinking as well, because they're getting used to running through a gate every other day, we might start setting up the wrapper and getting them to run through the wrapper so that A, they get used to it, and B, we can chuck the foot bath in there so we can foot bath them at the same time if they need it. It might be quite a bonus to doing it like this as well. It's cool. Everyone's happy. I just found in the woods. Come here. Look at this little guy. He's the size of you, you're tiny. You don't want to stay in here, mate. Badgers will get you. Size of it, it's about the size of my hand. You can't live in the wood. There's no water in there. Here she comes. I didn't even know she was in lamb. Thought she must have slipped it, but I guess not. As you can see, it's raining again. They didn't forecast any rain today. It's just 18 degrees and bright sunshine, so of course it's raining. I take this weather though. When it's like this and it's warm, I don't mind. My favourite weather is actually rain in the summer. Like, I love it. It's when it's cold. Hate being cold. Sick of it. But we can handle this. Thank you very much for watching my YouTube. Really appreciate you all coming. Invite your mates. Till next time.